The room was quiet, the night was long. I held my questions and carried them on. No one could see what was breaking inside, so I learned how to smile and hide. I whispered prayers I could barely speak. Felt so tired, felt so weak. The tears kept falling like endless rain, and I wondered if you knew my pain. When the silence felt louder than hope, and my heart was barely holding on. When I couldn't see beyond the dark, you were already carrying me home. I cried alone, but God saw me. In every shadow, you stayed with me. When I thought nobody heard my call, your love was there through it all. You counted every tear that fell. You knew the story I couldn't tell. I was never lost, I was never unseen. I cried alone, but God saw me. Looking back through the darkest days, I can see your mercy lighting the way. Even when heaven seemed far away, you were closer than my fear and pain. You carried burdens I couldn't bear, wrapped me in grace when nobody was there. Piece by piece you healed my soul and made this broken heart whole. Every answer didn't come right away, but your presence never left my side. Through the waiting and uncertainty, you became my place to hide. I cried alone, but God saw me. In every shadow, you stayed with me. When I thought nobody heard my call, your love was there through it all. You counted every tear that fell. You knew the story I couldn't tell. I was never lost, I was never unseen. I cried alone, but God saw me. There were mornings I could hardly rise, the weight of the world behind my eyes, trying to find a reason to believe, while holding on to what was left of me. But somehow your voice broke through the noise, speaking peace above the chaos inside. And though the road was rough and steep, you never stopped walking with me. My faith was only a fragile flame. Your breath kept it alive. When I had nothing left to bring, your mercy still arrived. I cried alone, but God saw me. In every shadow, oh, you stayed with me. When I thought nobody heard my call, your love was there through it all. You counted every tear that fell. You knew the story I couldn't tell. I was never lost, I was never unseen. I cried alone, but God saw me. Every midnight prayer, every hidden scar, every moment I thought you were far, you were right beside me, holding on to me, writing hope into my story. You saw the tears nobody knew about. You heard the words I couldn't speak out loud. When my strength was gone and my heart gave in, your grace met me there again. You saw me in the valley, you saw me in the storm. You saw me when I questioned if I could carry on. You saw me through the heartbreak, you saw me through the fear. In every single moment, saw me when nobody else could see. You were writing a testimony, hey, out of every broken piece. You counted every tear that fell. You knew the story I couldn't tell. Now my heart will forever sing. I cried alone, but God saw me. You saw me, you saw me when I was broken, when I was afraid, when I felt forgotten. You never walked away. Your love found me, your grace held me, your mercy carried me. I cried alone, but God saw me. I cried alone, but God saw me. Now I'll never be the same, because God saw me. The room was quiet, the night was long. I held my questions and carried them on. No one could see what was breaking inside, so I learned how to smile and hide. I whispered prayers I could barely speak. Felt so tired, felt so weak. The tears kept falling like endless rain, and I wondered if you knew my pain. When the silence felt louder than hope, and my heart was barely